Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry for LeGarrette Blount. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second. Down following the run.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Brady gives now to Blount. Shreds the tackle. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on first down is Brady. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. And that loss to the Vikings, this Carolina defense, they were really pretty good, only gave up 22 points.
I agree with you totally, and they were great in 2015. I think they've played well in 2016. Luke Kuechly in the middle, Thomas Davis Jr., another linebacker, KK Short up front with Coney Ely now providing great pass rush. This team's going to be just fine on the defensive side of the ball. The focal point of the Panthers is offense because of Cam Newton, but the defense, it can take them a long way.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. Well, partner, this New England defense was dominant in Week 3. The Texans, they shut them out. That's the first time that Houston's been shut out since 2003.
In a lot of ways, what New England's doing in 2016 reminds me of Miami back in the early 1970s. Remember, that defense didn't even have a nickname, so they turned it into a nickname for them. And this group, we don't really say a whole lot. Different names may pop up, but it's how they play as a collective unit. I do look at Dante Hightower, though, and see that big physical and intelligent presence that he brings to them. But it's 11 guys playing really, really well, and I'd hate to try to move the ball against them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 60 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
And his kick is right through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. And it's early, but boy, they looked good on the last drive. Getting that 4th down stop, they'll be looking to build off that momentum.
They went into lockdown mode, didn't they? And what I loved about it is when someone goes for it on 4th down on their own side of the field.
Gutsy.
Not only gutsy, defenses take that as a sign of disrespect. And when they're able to shut them down and put it back in their face, they feel really good about trotting back out for the next series.
We'll see if they still feel good here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, New England. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On second down, here's Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They come out here in the eye. Again, here's Blunt. And a short gain here down to the 22. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The this Carolina offense as they come back onto the field. They had their struggles in Week 3 against Minnesota. It's strange to think they already have 2 losses. They didn't get their second loss last year until the Super Bowl.
Last year was almost a track meet for them, especially on offense. What was it, in their last 3 home games prior to that, they were averaging 42 points a game. So they would put up big numbers. And then you have these monster receivers out wide that you say, how do you deal with them? And Minnesota found a way. Devin Funchess, Kelvin Benjamin, 0 catches each in their last outing. Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But, boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And ready for 3rd and 6.
I got 19.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the run, Newton going to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Steps away to his left. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And you give him that much time to throw, especially on 3rd down, he's going to pick you apart.
You've got to increase your urgency. Even if you don't blitz or bring extra people on the pass rush, the guys going after him, they've got to get home. Otherwise, exactly as you described, he picks you apart and picks up yet another 1st down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the option going right. Back to the ground now with Stewart. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Newton now to throw. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Newton. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They snap it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They slot Gronkowski outright. They go play action here on 1st down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that's caught at the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. The first half for them pretty good, but they're losing. So I guess a small margin for error right now.
Small margin, and now they're probably looking at it as if they need to pick up their offense a little bit. If we just keep holding them to this type of a total, we keep our offense in the game. They get a chance to rev up and give us a chance to win.
They'll try to set the tone here. On 1st down, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm just going to say his name, Luke Kuechly. Now, the fans, when he's playing at home, boy, do they respond when he makes a play, don't they?
And, boy, and why wouldn't they respond? You look at his career so far. Most tackles of anybody since 2012, 591 coming into this year.
I'm going to do it anyway. Luke
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now that was a gutsy call. In today's NFL, that is a passing down, but they broke tendency and in a big way, and they were rewarded with a big run. Now they're set up with 1st and goal. Got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator. He didn't play it safe, took a chance, and it paid off.
Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here's the battering ram Blunt. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively.
Brandon, while we have a quick second here, can we talk about the Ravens a little bit?
Sure.
Because they're off to a 3-0 start. Remember the rough season they had last year with all the injuries, and they're getting a lot of those guys back and playing at a really high level. Joe Flacco from his knee injury, Steve Smith Sr. from the Achilles, Terrell Suggs from an Achilles, and it's all coming together early for Baltimore.
Yeah, they always seem to be in the mix. Big win, although it was in Jacksonville, who's now 0-3. Big road win this past week.
Remember in preseason, Jacksonville was one of those very trendy picks to compete for the playoffs. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Taking it about the 36. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Penalty marker is down here. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's brought down.
Holding, defense.
And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys, but in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Brady now on first down. Amendola catching it left side. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On the toss, this is Blunt. And some room to maneuver. Still going. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Now a carry for Blunt. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Blunt. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. And we're back now in Charlotte. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Blunt. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4, you've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And there's a flag on the play.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. That is caught inside the 5. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. And by going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton buying time to his left. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover. And when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Newton now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in the Tiger. LeGarrette Blount. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount in the final minute. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And quickly, they get to the line. Brady going to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT.
All right. Not in my house, baby. Not in my house.